Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to paint a really colorful background for a project that we are going to complete next week, and it's going to turn out totally awesome. These are going to be really colorful. So what you need is a paintbrush, probably a large paintbrush. This one is small. I'm using a smaller sheet of paper so that you can see it, but you guys are going to get a really big sheet of paper to paint on today, and you're going to need to paint the entire paper today. So that's important. You're going to need a cup of water, which I'll give you, and you are going to need some watercolors. Now, mine is brand new, but if these were to get messy, I can kind of show you how to clean those out. So the first thing you're going to do to use watercolor paint is you are going to dip your brush in the water and decide which color you want. I think these should be really colorful, so I would not use brown or black. Brown and black are going to kind of muddy up your colors. So try to use the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple or violet. So when your brush is wet, you are going to roll the tip of your brush like a ballerina dancing on her tippy toes into the color that you choose. Okay, and as you can see, there's a lot of green paint on there. Okay, and we are creating just an abstract painting. So you are just going to paint this sort of randomly. And when you're ready for a new color, you don't want to put it in there because look, it messes up my yellow. So let me show you what to do. If you accidentally do that, be sure you rinse your brush out really good so that it's clean. Roll it in the yellow. Kind of wipe it off on your brush. Look, it made a yellow-green. That was pretty. But I'm going to show you a trick. You want to mix your paint on your paper, not in your paint tray. Okay? So now I'm getting yellow. And I can paint yellow, but if I overlap it on the green, I have that beautiful yellow-green color. All right? And I didn't mess up my paint tray. I mixed it on my paper. All right? A good tip is look at the colors next to each other on your paint palette, and those colors will mix well together. If I tried to mix the orange and the purple, it's not going to create a very good color because it's not next to each other. All right, so, but I could add orange over here by my yellow. Okay, so I'm going to rinse my brush out and figure out which color I want next. I think I want blue. So remember, I am rolling my paintbrush on the tippy toes. I'm not scooting her on her booty. Paintbrushes don't like to do that. And when I paint, I'm painting very softly. I'm not, a lot of kids want to do this and it will ruin your paintbrush. So please don't do that. You want to keep your paintbrushes nice and neat. Now, this color blue was kind of lighter. So if I want a deeper color blue, I'm going to twirl my paintbrush in the blue paint a little bit longer. And that will give me a deeper blue. Now you want to paint all the way to the edge. If a little bit of paint gets on your table, that's okay. I'll give you a baby wipe at the end of class. Now, there's no rhyme or reason to how you're painting. We are just painting the entire sheet of paper today. You're going to have a huge sheet of paper. Blue and red look good together because if you just said red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, we would continue on. So remember, if I want a deeper color, I need to roll my paintbrush in there a little bit longer. Red and yellow also look good together. So look, my water is getting kind of murky, but it's okay. It should still clean your brush. And you should be able to mix some colors and see some new colors. All right, so you are going to paint your whole paper. I'm going to speed this up. So as I continue to paint, I'm just painting sections. I'm adding a few little details. That right there was called a wet in wet technique, where the purple went onto the wet red. And I'm just going to paint my entire paper. You can add a few little details, but not too many, because we'll be drawing most of our details next week. Don't forget that you can overlap colors that are near each other on your paint palette. So blue and green are right next to each other, so it's okay to mix them. Yellow and green are right next to each other, so it's okay to mix them. Just be sure that you're only mixing colors that are right there near each other on that paint palette, or else you're going to get a muddy brown mess. Don't forget to rinse out your brush in between each color, whether you're going to mix it or not. Blue and purple look great mixed together, but not in your paint tray. You want to mix them on your paper, not on your paint tray. So get a color, rinse out your brush. Get a new color, rinse out your brush. Add a few details here and there, and you'll be finished. Voila! It is finished. So now I'm going to carefully take this to the drying rack. And you notice I have some paint on my table. So I'm going to take a baby wipe and wipe that clean. Then you will need to close your watercolors. Take your brush. Be sure that you rinse your brush off really good before you dry it off. Once it's dry, you're going to place it back in your bag, or if you borrowed one of my brushes, you will place it in my white basket. Throw your paper towel away. I will take my cup of dirty water and I will pour this dirty water down the sink. And then just set your cup back at your table. Miss Kilgore will come and pick it up. Now, if you're finished and my alarm has not gone off, you may come get a piece of paper to color and you may free draw for the rest of the time. You can use your crayons for this. Have fun. Here again is what it looks like. Next week, we're going to be drawing on top of this, and it's going to look so totally awesome.